Alright guys, what's going on? It's Shram here and welcome back to another video I got for you guys today. Today we are going to be attempting to rebuild the Oakland Raiders. They have a very solid team. I really like this team. I think they're going to make the Super Bowl in the next couple of years in real life. I think they're going to be a contender in the AFC. I really do. I think they have a very solid team. A lot of youth on this team. Derek Carr, a fantastic quarterback. Khalil Mack, one of the best defensive players in the NFL. Easily top 3 if I had to say. And, I mean, not too much more to say. Amari Cooper, he's a stud. They have a very good team. So I'm going to start this rebuild here after we fire Jack Del Rio. This is, of course, the Raiders offense, which I quite like. Derek Carr is becoming one of my favorite players to watch in the NFL. He's a great clutch guy. He has a bunch of comebacks and stuff like that. Him and Stafford, I think, are really fun to watch because they always somehow come back and stuff like that. But anyway, this is the team. My water bottle cracked. Thanks for interrupting me, fam. But Marshawn Lynch, I think, is going to be a good asset to this team in real life, but for rebuild purposes, he is not going to be staying on the team because he's not going to develop at all. He'll probably go down to like an 85, 84 next season, even if he wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, considering he's a rookie in this roster. I don't know. I'm going to trade him and try to get a better running back. I'm just letting you guys know now. I'm sorry, but that's going to happen. And on the defense, I like this defense a lot too because Khalil Mack is an absolute beast. Easily one of the best defensive players. I already mentioned that, I think. Sean Smith is going to go. I think that's pretty obvious that's going to happen. But anyway, I'm going to get in some trades now. Michael Crabtree, Austin Howard, and Donald Penn for the Jets' first, second, and 6th rounders. Dan Williams, Sean Smith, and a 2nd rounder for Martavis Bryant, David DeCastro, and Artie Burns. I know I'm giving up a decent amount with this. The only thing I really care about me giving up in this trade is the 2nd rounder, but I am getting a whole lot of value for this, and I actually really like this trade. Marshawn Lynch, Jahad Ward, and Perry Riley Jr. for Jordan Reed. Jared Cook and Jelani Jenkins for the Buccaneers' 1st rounder. Lee Smith, Marshall Newhouse, and Reggie Nelson for Michael Pierce, I think his name is. I don't know. He's a rookie defensive tackle, and I hope he can play well for us. Clive Walford and a 3rd rounder from Maurice Alexander. This is the team for the first season. The offense actually looks really good. I'm expecting this offense to put up a good amount of points. I at least hope they can. I really like the offensive line. Hopefully Jalen Richard can develop into a beast. That'd be pretty nice. But Amari Cooper and Martavis Bryant lead the wide receiver core here. I'm going to keep Cordero Patterson at the slot receiver. I don't know. Why not, right? Jordan Reed obviously is the tight end. My bad. He's technically a wide receiver, you know. The defense isn't that bad aside from middle linebacker. We just really don't have a good one. Ben Heaney is the god. He's going to start at middle linebacker for us. But we have a decent secondary. I hope Artie Burns can develop into at least like an 80 or so. That would be pretty cool. Maurice Alexander and Carl Joseph are decent safeties. I like them a lot. They definitely have some potential because they're both relatively young. Maurice Alexander is only 25, and I think Carl Joseph is like 22. He's actually 21. Okay, so he's 21. That's pretty sweet. But anyway, I'm going to change the sliders, almost forgot, and then I will see you guys at the mid-season mark. At the mid-season mark here, we are actually 5-3. Looks like we're actually playing well, which is nice. Looks like we only have to bring back Seth Roberts, who I'm actually not even going to bring back. So that's nice. We have to scout some players too, but let's check out the division. We are in 2nd. The Chiefs are doing really well, so that's a problem, but that's alright, I guess. Let's check out the offensive experience. Derek Carr looks like he's having a very good season. It's considering he has 9.7K, and he's confident. That's nice to see. Very nice to see. By the way, my schemes, I might as well just go over this. But for the offense, I have the Pittsburgh playbook. I usually use this because, I don't know, I feel like it makes the team play better. Whenever I try to use like a West Coast offense, you know, the Raiders kind of have a West Coast offense, the players never play well. Like when I rebuilt the Colts have like a West Coast offense, and it made Andrew Luck play horribly. But I'm going to try the Pittsburgh offense with a vertical offense scheme here too, just to see if this makes Derek Carr play better. I don't know. I don't want the same thing to happen to Andrew Luck to happen to Derek Carr, because I do not want to trade Derek Carr. And the defense, I switched it just to a 4-3 here, because if you go in the Raiders' actual defense, it's a 3-4, but then it says 4-3 here. So I wanted to have a 4-3 for this defense because I think it fits some of the scheme a little bit better. Also, since we don't have many middle linebackers, I mean, that's just a little bit about it too. But Artie Burns is 6.4K. That'd be cool if you got a development trait. He did not. That's all right, though. Carl Joseph has 6.4K as well. Not bad. Ben Heaney, he's like, yeah, it has 4.1K. Not bad. But anyway, I'm going to scout these players, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. At the end of the season here, we actually made the playoffs, and we're taking on the Titans. But I'm happy we went 10-6, and we actually won the division with that record. Not a bad record at all. So let's check out the schedule here. 2-2 in the preseason, won the opening game, lost the next game, won the following game against the Titans. So we already beat them once, so hopefully we can do that again. We beat the Chargers, which is nice, beat the Jaguars, Buccaneers, Broncos, and Texans, and we lost to the Chargers a second time, beat the Chiefs and the Bills, and we beat the Broncos at the end of the season there. Not a bad season, definitely not a bad season. We went 10-6. Let's check out the stats, though. How did Derek Carr play? 4,800 yards, 39 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Okay, that is far better than Andrew Luck did in our Colts rebuild, so I'm happy with this scheme and the playbook and everything. Almost 40 touchdowns and nearly 5,000 yards. Really good season there. Jalen Richard, 1,189 yards, 12 touchdowns with 4 fumbles. That's not even that bad if you think about how many yards and touchdowns he had, which is awesome because he actually has 4.0 yards per carry. Usually rookies have under 4. I don't know why, but Tawan Jones had 13 rushing touchdowns behind him. Amari Cooper, though, 1,300 yards with 13 touchdowns. Jordan Reed, 1,200 yards with 12 touchdowns. Very good season there. Martavis Bryant, 820 yards, 5 touchdowns. Cordero Patterson, 928 yards with 5 touchdowns. Blocking should be really good. 15 sacks lit up from Clichy Assembly. That's forgivable. 5 from David DeCastro and 4 from Denver Kirkland. None from anybody else in the offensive line. Ben Heaney, 120 tackles. I told you he's a god. Aldon Smith, 112. Tackles for loss, we got 9 from Khalil Mack, 7 from Michael Pierce, and 7 from Justin Ellis. Quarterback sacks, we got 17 from Khalil Mack, 8 from Mario Edwards and Aldon Smith. Interceptions, 3 from Artie Burns, 2 from Aldon Smith, Maurice Alexander, and 1 from Bruce Irvin. Do we have any touchdowns? I see at least 1, and that's all we got, but it's from Maurice Alexander. We are 4th on offense, which is nice. The defense probably wasn't that good, if I had to guess. 23rd on defense. Yeah, it wasn't really that good. So let's check out the MVP. I'm sure Derek Carr is up there. Yeah, he's number 3. Not bad at all. Let's check out AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Of course, Tom Brady wins it because he won MVP, but Derek Carr is right behind him. That's not bad at all. Defensive Player of the Year. I don't even know if anybody from the Raiders would be in this. Aldon Smith apparently made it, which is nice. Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to Jalen Richard, which is pretty cool. But 2 Titans rookies are right behind him. Anybody else from our team here? Does not look like it. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Do we even have any good defensive rookies? We do have Artie Burns, and he gets up there. Not bad at all. Who won it, actually? Shaq Lawson. I didn't even notice he won it. That's nice for the Bills. He probably got a lot of experience. But let's check out the experience. How did we do here? 20,000 from Derek Carr, 39,000 from Jalen Richard, and 24,000 from Amari Cooper. A good amount of experience going around. I like it. I definitely like it. On the defense, though, 23K from this guy. Wow. Okay, he has a lot of experience for some reason. But 8K from Ben Heaney, the GOAT. 17K from Maurice Alexander. 10K from Artie Burns is pretty good. I don't think anybody else get a random amount of experience. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, well, I'm going to upgrade the team, and then I'll catch you guys in the game. This is the team after all of the upgrades. I think it looks really good. I think it's good enough to take on the Titans. At least I hope so. I messed up with Jalen Richard. I probably should have gotten him more development because he only went up to an 82, and I upgraded his stats purely. I got him to 99 carrying, though, which is kind of cool. But Cordero Patterson went up to an 80, which is nice to see. I don't even know if he's going to stay on the team next season. Jordan Reed here is a 96 still. He actually didn't go up at all. On the defense, Ben Heaney is a 70, looking good. This Ellis guy, only with 20K or whatever he had, Justin Ellis, only went up to like a 74, so it's not even that good. Artie Burns is almost an 80, but Maurice Alexander is an 88. He played very well. Carl Joseph is an 87, so the secondary is coming together. But anyway, let's take on the Titans. Let's see what our team overall is. You good? 82 to an 87? All right, maybe our team isn't fully updated yet because I feel like we have a better team than an 82. Actually, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. Who knows? But let's start on the Color Rush uniforms. And I gotta think of a word to comment. Because I did not expect to make the playoffs for a season. That usually doesn't happen. But comment Uno if you are still watching right now, because I have Uno right next to me. I usually just take words from my surroundings if you haven't figured that out yet. But yes, I have the Uno card game next to me. But thank you very much if you made it this far. This isn't really that far into the video, probably only like 15 minutes or so, maybe 10. But anyway, yes, if you made it, comment Uno. And yes, thank you very much also for making it this far into the video. 45-27, I think we won this game, if I had to take a guess here. 45-34, 52-34. Very high scoring game, but our offense could not get stopped. That entire game, Derek Carr had 5 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. Very good game from him. Mariota played pretty well, but I think Carr definitely played better. Rushing, Jalen Richard had 2 touchdowns and 125 yards. Not bad. DeMarco Murray had a touchdown, and Derrick Henry also did. Jordan Reed had a good game, as did Amari Cooper. Eric Decker did 2, and so did Cordero Patterson and DeMarco Murray. Just checking out the people who all had touchdowns. Total tackles, though, Wesley Woodyard had 11, and Alden Smith had 9. Tackles for loss, 2 from Roy Miller and Michael Pierce, 1 from Justin Ellis and Mario Edwards, 3 sacks from Khalil Mack, of course, 1 from Drell Casey, and then the interception came from David Amerson. Now we have to take on the Jaguars. So, looking pretty good. They're 11-5, though. They definitely look like they have a better record. I don't know why I always say very obvious things whenever I'm waiting for that stuff to load, but it turns out we're in 86 and they're in 82, so I hope we can win. Nope, not again. 24-6, 27-6 now. Any more points going to be scored? 27-13. It looks like we won this game, though. That was strange. They somehow still got some plays off. It looked like the clock was at 0, but maybe it wasn't. But we played very well that game, too. Derek Carr, once again, did not do anything wrong. Didn't have any interceptions and had 1 touchdown. Blake Bortles didn't play that badly. He just didn't really do much. I mean, he didn't have a touchdown or an interception, so I guess that's good for them. Rushing, Jalen Richard, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. TJ Yeldon had a touchdown for them. Receiving, who had the 1 touchdown for us? It went to Seth Roberts on a 45-yard touchdown. Okay, then. Tackles, 10 from Paul Posluszny, 9 from Carl Joseph, and Ben Heaney. 1 tackle for loss for Abry Jones, Calais Campbell, and Michael Pierce. And 1.5 sacks from Justin Ellis, 1 from Calais Campbell, half a sack from Alden Smith, Mario Edwards, and Michael Pierce. Somehow Khalil Mack did not get any sacks, and obviously we didn't have any interceptions for both teams. So that was another really good game. We are in the conference championship, taking on the Dolphins. So that's fun. I did not mean to click that. I think I clicked play moments by accident, so let me back out of this. But we are in 86, they are in 84. I did not mean to click moments there, but we are going to get right into the game. 17-11, 18-17. We got a lead. We need to hold this lead. Another touchdown would be awesome. 25-17, 25-25. They really tied it up with like no time left. 25-32 is the end of the game, and we won. We are going to the Super Bowl, but they had a ridiculously clutch drive. But did that even make sense? They had a very, very clutch drive at the end of the season. To the end of the game. I can't speak right now, but at the end of the game, they had a crazy clutch drive to get a touchdown to force it to go to overtime. But it looked like Ryan Tannehill definitely outperformed Derek Carr here, because Derek Carr finally threw an interception in the playoffs. Jalen Richard, though, keeping up the over 120-yard mark with 1 touchdown, and Taywan Jones had 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Cordero Patterson did really well. Devontae Parker, Jarvis Landry each had a touchdown. Jay Ajayi had a touchdown. Jay Ajayi had 106 yards and a touchdown. That was a crazy game for him. How did he do running the ball? 90 yards. Not really a good job running, but, did very well in the receiving game. Ben Heaney, of course, leading our defense in tackles. Lawrence Timmons had 11 and Rashad Jones at 10. 1 tackle for loss for Ndamukong Suh and Mario Edwards. And then sacks, 3 from Khalil Mack, 2.5 from Cameron Wake, 1 from William Hayes and Ndamukong Suh and Mario Edwards, and a half a sack from Bobby McCain, Jordan Phillips, and Kiko Alonso. And 1 interception from Tony Lippett. But we are actually going to the Super Bowl. I did not expect this at all. In the Super Bowl, we are taking on the 10-6 Seahawks. This will not be an easy job whatsoever, because the Seahawks always have a very good team. This is one last look at the team, though. I might as well show it off before I go into the game. Pretty much everybody except for Jamiz Alawale. That's your first name, right? Jamiz? Okay, I thought so. But I didn't want to, mess it up. But, yeah, everybody except for him is confident on the offense, which is always nice. On the defense, how's the confidence looking? A little bit less, a smaller amount of people are confident on the defense, but it's still a good amount. Anyway, let's get right into this game. I really hope we can take down the Seahawks and win the Super Bowl year 1. That would be quite awesome, but I don't think that's going to happen, if I'm honest, because they have an 89 overall team compared to our 86. I almost said 36. What am I even doing? 27-17. Did I just jinx something? Oh, no. 27-23. And we actually won the Super Bowl. We won the Super Bowl first season with this team. That is awesome. Okay, I don't think I've ever done that before. I barely even make it to the playoffs after the first season. But this team is, apparently really good. So that's nice. The only problem with this now is that I'm going to be comparing every season after this to this first one. So if, let's say we don't even make the playoffs next year or something, that's going to be a bit of a disappointment. Even though I think the team is definitely going to be better next season after I draft some people, because then I will actually have a decent middle linebacker, most likely, if I can get one in the draft, which I normally can. But I'm going to wait out this celebration. But anyway, if you're watching this, Jack Del Rio, you might as well hire me now. Just pause the video. Hire me now. Derek Carr wins Super Bowl MVP. That is pretty sweet. He got 286 yards and 3 touchdowns, I think. There is, I don't know who that is, somebody hugging Jeremy Lane. Maybe Seth Roberts. Is he number 10? Or is that number 70? I couldn't tell. The sleeve kind of looked like a 7-0, but it could have been something different. I don't know. But it looks like Amari Cooper, Jalen Richard. Looks like they're all up there. Is that Ben Heaney? Did Ben Heaney make it up there? He did. Ben Heaney is the GOAT. He's raising the Lombardi Trophy like a god. But let's check out how the quarterbacks did. They both did pretty well. Derek Carr definitely played better, though. Running the ball. Jalen Richard still at over 100 yards, but no touchdowns this time. Eddie Lacy ended up getting a touchdown. Cordero Patterson played well. Jordan Reed played well. Also, I was going to say as well. Why is he number 45? I just noticed that now, and that is really weird. But let's check out who number 10 is. Is it... Wow, I can't even check if Seth Roberts didn't even get a catch. Okay, I was going to check if it was Seth Roberts, but I really can't. Check out defense. Kevin Pierre-Louis had 16 tackles, and Bobby Wagner had 15. Kevin Pierre-Louis had 13 solo tackles too, and Athiba Rubin had 10 tackles, 2 tackles for loss from Jerron Reed, and 1 from Michael Bennett, 2 sacks from Khalil Mack, and 1 from Mario Edwards, and then 0 interceptions all game, but I already knew that. We're in free agency now pretty much, and I think we have to bring back Denver Kirkland. I kind of forgot about him, but nobody else here I want, but let's bring back Kirkland, because, I mean, even if he doesn't play, he can still probably have some trade value. If I had to guess, I would assume this guy has some trade value. He actually is pretty decent with his stats and everything. So there we go. We brought him back. Good to see. But anyway, let's advance to the next week and see who is in free agency. Y'all ready to see Le'Veon Bell here? Actually, I'm not even sure. If he is, I will poop myself. On you guys now, I will poop myself live in the middle of this video. Le'Veon Bell is here. He's not, but Cameron Brate is. That's cool. If I needed a tight end, I probably would have went after him, but I do not need a tight end. Actually, a decent amount of tight ends here. Trey Burton, Luke Wilson, they're both not bad. Very, very loud motorcycle in the back, so that is always fun. It doesn't look like I want anybody here, but Taylor Gabriel, you can come for a very, very, very small contract. If it comes down to it and I can't really get a good wide receiver, honestly, you might play the slot for me, because they're not that bad in the slot. I might do this with a couple other people, like I always do here in the first year of free agency, and then I'll see you guys in the draft. We are in the draft now. I think I have the 4th pick. I think I have the 4th, the 7th, and the last. So that's fun. I'm going to skip right to my pick. Please don't take the cornerback I want. He's supposed to be a mid-first rounder. If he got drafted, I would have been very upset. But anyway, with this pick, I'm going to be taking a cornerback, I think, because I don't think there's anybody else here I really want, and I really need a cornerback. That defensive tackle is definitely tempting, but I don't really want him. I'm going to be taking one person. Doesn't look bad. I mean, he is one person, too. Oh my god, I'm hilarious. But anyway, he's a 78 with quick. He's actually very good. We took him pretty much around where he was supposed to go. Very happy with that pick there. With my next pick, I'm going to be drafting Mylan Griggs because this man has an 8.0 combine again. Very close to taking this guy. Not going to lie, I'm very close to taking Joey Underwood, but I think Mylan Griggs is the better pick overall. 79 with normal. I mean, he is super talented. We took him right around where he was supposed to go as well. I was expecting a better stats. What better stats in general? Just drop the A out of that sentence. I was expecting better stats because of his combine, but that is okay. With this pick, I'm going to be drafting Dylan Brightful. Hopefully he's good. Maybe he can slide into defensive tackle if he's good enough. I mean, he's pretty strong. He's pretty big too. 290, 6'6", you know, decent measurables there. Let's see what you're all about. 78 was slow. That sucks. He's really talented, but he has slow development. He still might come in and play defensive tackle, or maybe I'll just trade for someone. I don't know. That sucks, though. With this pick, I'm going to be drafting Taylor Sheffield. He looks pretty good. He's 23 years old, which is a tad old, I guess, for a rookie, but he's still good. I mean, decent top 3 skills, really good combine. What are you all about? 73 with quick. I don't know. He might come in and start. Honestly, I think I'd rather have him starting than Denver Kirkland, so that was not a bad pick. I'm going to be trading down these next 2 picks, and I just wanted to let you guys know before I did anything. With this pick, I'm going to be drafting Griffin Galloway. I mean, he's probably just going to be one of those like 71, 72 rated cornerbacks with really good zone, but maybe he can slide up to safety and have some trade value. Who knows? He's a 70 with normal, but 90 speed, 87 zone, 74 man, 74 press. That's not even that bad. Honestly, like, he's actually pretty good. My second to last pick is going to be going to Malcolm Michael. He's supposed to go undrafted, but who cares? He's on the team. He's a 66. Okay, that was apparently still a good pick. I mean, he has good hit power, so that's cool. My last pick here is going to go to John Roan, who can apparently jump the highest out of any running back in this class, which is cool. He's also very fast. No idea what kind of skills he has, though. What are you all about? He's a 66. But he's actually not bad. I mean, he's really low carrying, but 93 speed, 87 excel, not bad at all. Bruce Irvin, a 3rd and a 4th rounder for J.J. Watt. Mario Edwards Jr. and Justin Ellis for Brandon Marshall, who I think is going to come play left outside linebacker for us. This is the team going into the 2nd season. I think it looks pretty nice. I think we can definitely make the playoffs again, considering last year we won the Super Bowl, and I think this team is definitely better than the team was last season. Because on the defense, we definitely upgraded because we got a good middle linebacker. I think we upgraded left out. I think Brandon Marshall is a bit better than, who did we just have here? Bruce Irvin. Wow, I almost completely forgot his name. And we also have J.J. Watt. And this Brightful guy goes up to an 83 at defensive tackle. Still has slow development, I get that, but he's up to an 83. That is awesome. We have a very good defensive line, very good linebacker core now. I think we definitely upgraded cornerbacks as well with this person dude. So yeah, this team looks really good. I'm going to spend my coach XP, and then I'll see you guys at the midseason mark. At the midseason mark here, we are 7-0. We are doing very well. We have to bring back Khalil Mack, and I'm pretty sure Derek Carr is going to be here. Yes, he is. Maurice Alexander is, as well as with Aldon Smith and Martavis Bryant and Gabe Jackson. TJ Carey, I'm going to hold on to, I think, actually, because he's a 78 overall free safety, so he probably has some value if I need it, but we have to start with Khalil Mack. We have about 60 mil. We can definitely get this done, but I don't think it'll be close. Honestly, we're probably going to have like 30-something mil after this, but Derek Carr wants so much. Please take that contract. He is taking the contract. Good to know. Maurice Alexander, how much do you want? Really not even that much for being an 88. 4.15 cap hit is not bad for being an 88 overall. Aldon Smith, I can probably get under 6K. I can. That looks pretty good. Please come back. Yes, he is. Martavis Bryant, how much do you want, my man? Honestly, the same kind of situation. Not that bad. Alright, you're coming back. Gabe Jackson, please come back to the team. These contracts aren't that large. I mean, the Khalil Mack one and the Derek Carr one are probably pretty huge. But TJ Carey, I'll try to get you back. I can probably get it, yeah, under 1 mil, or I mean under 2 mil for the cap hit. And he's coming back to the team. Look at that. We re-signed all of those guys just like that. Let's check out the offense, though. How we doing? 11K from Derek Carr looks good. 10K from Amari Cooper. This team looks like it's rolling right now. That's all I'm going to say. This team looks like it's doing very, very well. 10K from the middle linebacker. I really hope this team can go. If this team goes undefeated, I'll be so happy. Just make the playoffs, though. I think I'm thinking way too far ahead. Just make the playoffs, and I'll be really happy because the Chiefs are right behind us. So if we drop a couple games and the Chiefs just keep winning, then that's going to be a bit rough. But anyway, I'm going to scout these players, and then I'll see you guys at the end of the season. It's week 17. The season's about to be over. Come on, please. Did we go undefeated? I don't know. We got a divisional bye, though. We got a first-round bye, I mean. Did we go undefeated? 12-4. Definitely did not go undefeated. We dropped a couple games at the end of the season. That's fine, though. The Chiefs actually tied with us, going 12-4 as well. But let's check out the team schedule here. How did we do? Went 2-2 in the preseason. Who did we lose to? Started off on a 10-game winning streak. Then we lost 3 in a row. That's unlike us. We still put up a lot of points in those games, though. I think the lowest amount of points all season has been 22. Yeah, the lowest amount of points we put up all season was 22. The offense played ridiculously well. Check out the stats. Derek Carr, 5,200 yards, 39 touchdowns, 20 picks. A lot of interceptions, but a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns. I will take that. Jalen Richard, 1,227 yards, 16 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Very good season there. DeAndre Washington even got 12 touchdowns. Amari Cooper had 1,700 yards with 11 touchdowns. Good Lord. And Cordero Patterson, 1,149 yards. I was going to say nearly 1,200 yards, but that's not really all that close. With 13 touchdowns. And Jordan Reed got over 1,000 yards with 9 touchdowns. Martavis Bryant didn't even do that badly, I guess, but 1,700 yards. Holy crap. Sacks are very low. Looking good there. I actually think I forgot to start that rookie, but that is okay. It's not that big of a deal. Mylan Griggs had 124 tackles. Aldon Smith had 107. Tackles for loss, 18 from J.J. Watt, 14 from Khalil Mack, and 10 from Dylan Brightful. Sacks, we got 17.5 from J.J. Watt, 16.5 from Khalil Mack, and 11 from Michael Pierce, with 5.5 from Aldon Smith, too. Interceptions, 4 from Mylan Griggs and David Amerson, 3 from Aldon Smith and Maurice Alexander, 2 from Juan Person, 1 from Khalil Mack, he actually got an interception, that's cool, 1 from Brandon Marshall, who was not playing, that's always lovely, 1 from Carl Joseph, and 1 from Griffin Galloway. We didn't really give up all that much for Brandon Marshall, so I'm not that worried about it. Touchdowns, we got 1 from Maurice Alexander, We have to be first on offense. I was going to say, we had a ridiculous offense. We were first. Defense, maybe top 10? 14th. Okay, that's definitely better than last year, though, so that's good. We were, what, 4th for MVP, but of course Jimmy Garoppolo wins. Can I check his overall from here? I can't. Okay, I mean, well, I meant to say, can I check his traits and stuff from there, but I'm not able to. Derek Carr comes in 4th. Not bad. Colin Kaepernick. Okay. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Derek Carr is 5th there. I figured that Jalen Richard had a chance of making it into this, but he did not, so that is okay. Defensive Player of the Year does go to Khalil Mack, though, with J.J. Watt in 3rd. Not bad at all. And Aldon Smith comes in 10th. My water bottle cracked again. I freaking hate this water bottle. Again, did it crack in this video at all? I don't even remember if it did. But we don't have any players in Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year does go to Mylan Griggs. That is great. Anyone else here? Dylan Brightful comes in 7th. And our cornerback comes in 9th. Not bad. Very good season here, especially from the offense. Let's check out the experience. 16K from Derek Carr, 14K from Jalen Richard, 36K from Amari Cooper. A whole lot of experience going on in this offense, and I might as well show you guys that I did not mess with the sliders more than usual. This is pretty much what I usually have it on. Sometimes I kind of tamper with 160 and 150. I change some of these up every once in a while because I kind of forget what I normally do, if I'm honest. But anyway, the offense, looking really good experience-wise. Let's check out the defense now. How was this? 38K from Griggs. Did you get a development trait, my man? You did not, but that is okay. Pierce had 24,000 experience. That's nice. 13K from Person. Did you get a development trait? I think you already had Quick, right? Yeah, pretty sure you already had Quick. That's okay, though. Artie Barron, 7.5K. I don't know why I singled him out, but David Amerson, 23K. Looking pretty good there. This team looks awesome. I'm really liking how this team's turned out. So let me upgrade the team, and I'll catch you guys back up after we figure out who we're playing. In the AFC Divisional Playoff round, we have to take on the Chiefs, who happen to be a divisional rival, but I'll show off the team quickly. It's actually a new day, so if I sound differently, that is why. I also have my microphone set up a bit differently. It's pretty much like, it's really not much different. I literally just switched, like, usually whenever I record, I have 2 trays in front of me, and I literally just put my laptop on the tray that my microphone is normally on, and now my microphone is on the tray my laptop is normally on. But why am I talking about this? Who knows? But there's the offense, and here's the defense. This guy turned into a beast. This Griggs guy, even Brightful is an 85. Even though he has slow development, he's still good enough. But yeah, we have to take on the Chiefs right there. You can see they're 12-4 as well. And here we go. Let's see what the overall is all about. I'm thinking we're like a 92, I want to say. I hope we're at least a 92. That'd be pretty sweet. We're a 93. They are an 88. Can we make this back-to-back Super Bowl wins? I really don't think so, because I think we're going to lose. I think we're going to lose this game. The Chiefs are good. I think they have a good defense. I don't know if our offense can hold up, but let's see what happens. We need more points, please. 23-13, not bad. Looks like we might actually win this one. 26-13, 29-13. I think we definitely won. They got a touchdown right at the end, but I think we won 29-19. Very good game here again. I mean, it was a bit close, but it's okay. Alex Smith had an interception and a touchdown, though. Derek Carr did not have a touchdown or an interception, but he still played pretty well, you know, with his completion percentage and everything. Jalen Richard had over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, pretty good. Spencer Ware did not run that well, but he did have a touchdown. Looks like, nope, never mind. Tyreek Hill had the most amount of receiving yards in this game, I think. Yeah, I don't know why I singled that out. And he also only had the only touchdown. 16 tackles from D Ford is quite a bit, and 11 from Ron Parker. 2 tackles for loss for J.J. Watts, 1 from D Ford, 1 from Michael Pierce. And sacks, we got 2 from D Ford and J.J. Watt, 1 from Khalil Mack and Justin Houston, and then the interception came from David Amerson. We have to take on the Titans now in the AFC Conference Championship. They probably have a really good team, so let's just get right into the game. I hope we can win. That's all. I mean, that's all I really have to say. Please get another touchdown. Put this game away. We didn't. Oh, they're going to score a touchdown here. Yeah, 27-24. Come on, team, you need this. You really need this. No, I think we lost. No, we didn't. 27-27. We tied it up, and then they won at the end of the 4th quarter. What a game there. We definitely had a lot of opportunities to put this game away, but we just did not capitalize on them. But what a game there. Marcus Mariota, 306 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, though. Derek Carr only had 1 interception, but he had 2 touchdowns. Rushing, Jalen Richard still had over 100 yards and a touchdown, not bad. DeMarco Murray didn't do horribly, I guess. Looks like Delaney Walker had a really good game, as did Cordero Patterson and Amari Cooper. Turn the defense, total tackles, Mylan Griggs at 13, Dylan Brightful at 10, and J.J. Watt also had 10. Then there are 2 tackles for loss from Ricky Scott, and then 1 from Dylan Brightful, Avery Williamson, Jarrell Casey, and J.J. Watts. J.J. Watt had 2 sacks, Brian Arakpo had 1, Dylan Brightful had 1, and Ricky Scott also had 1. And then there were 3 interceptions, 1 from Ross Cockrell, David Amerson, and Mylan Griggs. Very close game, but our postseason success comes to an end right now. But, you know, maybe we can make it back here again next season. I sort of hope we do. We are in the offseason here. I really hope there are some good players to sign. We only have 14.84 mil, but that's good enough to sign somebody. And doesn't look like anybody is here that I really want. You know, Stephon Tuitt would be nice normally, but I don't really need him. I have a really good defensive line. There's nobody here I want. I might go after, like, what I normally do. I mean, I do this all the time because I don't know why there hasn't been anybody here in free agency in the past couple of rebuilds I've done, but I'm going to go after a couple of wide receivers like I always do and then trade them next year if I need to, and, you know, I'll see you guys in the draft, I guess. I'm just going to take Shaquille Presley here. Even though he's a late second rounder, my next pick is like the 30th pick in the second round. I don't feel like trading up or trading down or anything, so I'm just going to take him now. 76 with Superstar. Okay, that guy's actually really good. I know I'm only in the second round, and this dude is a 6th round prospect, but I have faith in my man McMullen. I'm taking him here. 72. Okay, that was actually a good pick, though. I did take him 2 picks later than he was supposed to go, so that's pretty cool. I legitimately don't have anybody else that I want, so I'm either just going to take random people or trade down all these picks, and I'll let you guys know if anything cool happens. Actually, I have this guy right here. Might as well take him. Are you any good? 73 with Superstar. Okay, that guy's actually really good. Artie Burns, Adam Humphries, and a 3rd rounder for Michael Thomas. This is going to be the team for the final season. I didn't really change much at all. All I really changed was Michael Thomas for this last season. I think that is the only trade I made. Other than that, I like this team a lot. I mean, it's taken us to the playoffs pretty much 2 years in a row. So I think we can make it back there again. I didn't want to change much. I really did not want to change much because I just want to see how this team plays as it is. See if these people can develop a little more and all that good stuff. And then this is the defense. I probably could have upgraded a little bit more. The position I was trying to upgrade the most was cornerback, but I could not find any cornerbacks I could really get with the value I had and everything, and I didn't want to get rid of a whole bunch of random draft picks. I don't know. So I'm just going to keep it the way it is here. I think the cornerbacks played fine. We also have this Presley guy starting here as well, which is nice. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. So I'm just going to spend my coach experience, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. At the end of the season here, we got another 1st round bye, which looks awesome. How did we do? 12-4 once again. It was a pretty good division, to be honest, aside from the Broncos, but 2 back-to-back 12-4 seasons is definitely good enough. I don't even remember what we went the first season. I think it was either 10-6 or 11-5, something like that. So, yeah, we only won 2 games in the preseason. That's all right, though. We started off this season on a 2-game win streak. We lost to the Chargers. Then we went on a 4-game win streak, lost 3 in a row, and then won the rest of the games. Wow, we had a really good end of the season there. I hate this water bottle. Stop cracking, please. I switched trays and everything, and it still cracks. But anyway, let's check out the stats. How did Derek Carr play? 4,500 yards, 40 touchdowns, 12 picks. That's a really good season there. He definitely got the interceptions down. I think last season he either had 19 or 20. I don't remember exactly, but, you know, that was a good season from him. Jalen Richard, 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns. Very good season from him. Even DeAndre Washington had 13 touchdowns. He had 5 fumbles, though. That's rough. Let's check out receivers. Michael Thomas had 13 touchdowns. Amari Cooper had 1,300 yards and 8 touchdowns. Martavis Bryant, 925 yards, 9 touchdowns. Jordan Reed had a pretty down year, considering what he has done in the past. Check out blocking, though. Should be pretty solid. Kalicio Semele led up 10 sacks. David DeCastro led up 7. And Denver Kirkland only led up 2. Defense, Mylan Griggs did pretty well with 110 tackles. J.J. Watt at 100. Tackles for loss, 18 from J.J. Watt, 11 from Khalil Mack and Dylan Brightful. Sacks, 22 from J.J. Watt, who also had an interception. And then 17.5 from Khalil Mack. Good season from the defensive ends. 5 picks from one person, 2 from Mylan Griggs, Maurice Alexander, David Amerson, and Shaquille Presley. And then we got 1 from J.J. Watt, Aldon Smith, and Brandon Marshall, and Carl Joseph. Really good season here. It looks like the team played very well. We have at least 1 defensive touchdown, and that's it, but it goes to Aldon Smith. We were 4th on offense. We could not go back-to-back number 1 offenses, but then we were 3rd on defense. We had a really good team this year. Let's check out where Derek Carr is. He's number 5. I'm surprised Jalen Richard did not make this. I thought he would actually be able to. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Derek Carr is in 3rd. Thank you, Motorcycle. Jalen Richard's probably in this. Yeah, he's number 9. Not bad. Defensive Player of the Year goes to J.J. Watt with Khalil Mack right behind him. Nobody else from our team is on here, but that is okay. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Doesn't look like we have anybody. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Shaquille Presley comes in third. That's not bad. Best quarterback goes to Derek Carr, which is nice to see. Best running back, Jalen Richard, comes in third. Still a good season from him, though. Best wide receiver, Amari Cooper is there, as is Michael Thomas. Best O-line, Clichy Osemele and David DeCastro top off that list, with Gabe Jackson and Rodney Hudson at number 4 and 5, and Denver Kirkland did not make it. Best D-line goes to J.J. Watts, with Khalil Mack at number 4. Good season there. Best linebacker, do we have any of the best linebackers? Does not look like it. Best defensive back, Juan Person comes in second, which is nice. Nobody else. Best kicker, do we have the best kicker? We do not. That is tragic. But let's check out the experience here. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty decent. Alright, 17K from Derek Carr, but 31K from Jalen Richard is nice. 16K Michael Thomas, 19K from Amari Cooper, not bad at all. Check out the defense, though. Anyone have a lot? 14K from this middle linebacker, 17K from Carl Joseph, and 25K from Juan Person, 18K from Presley. We have a lot of experience. So I'm going to spend this all, and I'll see you guys in the game. This is the team going into the playoffs here. A very, very good team. Jalen Richard is up to an 88. Looks like a beast. He did very well for us this entire rebuild so far. Wide receiver core looks phenomenal. Jordan Reed's a 99, of course. The defense here, let's check out what this looks like. Alden Smith is a 90. Carl Joseph is a 92. Looks really good. I'm excited to use this team, in the playoffs here, and I really hope we can take down the Steelers. 28-21. This is a very close game. 28-28. 35-28. Please hold them. Please hold them. We did. 35-28. We took down the Steelers. Looking good here. Looking good. Derek Carr, 3 touchdowns, as did Ben Roethlisberger. They both did very well this game. Jalen Richard, 151 yards and a touchdown. He definitely outran Le'Veon Bell. I mean, you can't really say that considering Le'Veon Bell had a better average, but I want to say Jalen Richard definitely did better. But I mean, if you think about it this way, if Le'Veon Bell had 29 carries, he would have had more than 151 yards. But who cares? DeAndre Washington also got a touchdown. Michael Thomas played well, as did Sammy Coates. Check out the defense here. Ryan Shazier had 11 tackles. Vince Williams had 10. 0 tackles for loss the entire game, but J.J. Watt had 2 sacks, and Michael Pierce had 1. We are taking on the Patriots here, who I think... Do they have the MVP winner? I don't remember if Jimmy Garoppolo won MVP or not. But anyway, we are still a 96, and they are a 91. They have a really good team as well. I can't even keep up with the score right now. 35-21. What's up with the Patriots getting these huge plays? 35-24, 38-24. I think we won this game, and we did. 38-24. The Patriots had like 2 or 3 like 80-yard touchdowns like randomly in this game. That was crazy. But anyway, both quarterbacks pretty much did the same thing. They played very, very similarly, but, both games are good games from both of them. Jalen Richard, once again, having pretty much 150 yards. Tevin Coleman did not do badly, but Derek Carr got a rushing touchdown. Gronk had a good game, as did Amari Cooper and a bunch of other people there. Rashawn Raymond had 12 tackles, Malcolm Brown had 8, along with Mylan Griggs. 1 tackle for loss for Michael Pierce and 1 for Khalil Mack, who had 2 sacks, as did J.J. Watt. Dylan Brightful, Malcolm Brown, and Rashawn Raymond each had 1.5. And then Juan Person had a half a sack. The interceptions came from Stephon Gilmore and Mylan Griggs. Very good game there. Fairly convincing there. But now I think we're going to the Super Bowl, aren't we? We are in the Super Bowl, and we are taking on the 15-1 Falcons. Wow, they look like they have a really good team, but here's our team one last time. Looking pretty good. And then here's the defense. Anybody confident here? Mylan Griggs is up to a 90, which looks nice. Brightful is up to an 87. This person guy's up to an 87. Looking pretty good, so let's get it. Let's get into the game. I hope we still have a higher overall. I think we definitely should. The Falcons are at 96. Okay, no, they're at 90, and we are still at 96. We should totally win this game, but I don't know. Nothing is really guaranteed in these rebuilds. Can we keep this up? 28-17. They have a chance, though, to come back. 28-20, 31-20. Did we win this game? I think we won this game. 34-27, and we win another Super Bowl. We won 2 Super Bowls in this rebuild with the Raiders. It would have been awesome if we could have gotten 3, but we didn't make it to the Super Bowl last year. I think we lost in the AFC Championship game. But anyway, very successful rebuild. This is probably my most successful rebuild to date, if I had to guess. This team is amazing. This Raiders team I built was so good. The Raiders are already really good, so I mean it didn't take all that much. But I might as well watch the celebration and see who got MVP. But it looks like Grady Jarrett is congratulating somebody. I don't know who that is. And it looked like Matt Ryan wasn't too happy. And it goes to Jalen Richard, who had 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had a very good game. But of course, Jack Del Rio, if you're out here, I'll tell you one more time. I'll remind you again. to hire me. I will work for you. I'll work for the Raiders. Why not? I'll move out to California and work for you guys. But anyway, wait, hold on. Where did the Raiders relocate to? Did they relocate to Las Vegas? I feel like they may have. Whatever, I'll move out to the West Coast. I'll say that much. I'll move out to the West Coast and work with you guys, of course. But there's Derek Carr and Amari Cooper and that Griggs guy. Looks like a really good team. I'm going to skip the rest of this now, and I might as well go over the stats a little bit. Derek Carr had a good game. Matt Ryan, didn't really do all that much, so I can't really say he had that good of a game. But Jalen Richard, the Super Bowl MVP, did very well. Devontae Freeman did all right. Receivers, Julio Jones did well. Michael Thomas did well. Looks like Pearson had a touchdown from the Falcons. Who is this? B.J. Pearson had a touchdown. And Martavis Bryant had a touchdown. Not bad. Defense, Adrian Claiborne had 10 tackles. Desmond Trufant, Deion Jones, and Preston Smith each had 9. 3 tackles for loss for J.J. Watt, 1 from Dontari Poe and Grady Jarrett. And then sacks, 1 from J.J. Watt. A whole bunch of people at the half. Actually, it's only 4. But these people are Dylan Bright, Phil Preston Smith, Juan Person, and Adrian Claiborne. No interceptions this game. But yes, that was a very successful rebuild. We ended up winning the Super Bowl twice. My goal is to usually at least make it to the Super Bowl once, and we ended up winning it twice. We only lost 1 game in this entire preseason. So what? I think we won 4. I think we won 4 postseason games the first season. We won 3 this past season and won 1 the season before this. So I think we're 8-1 in the preseason, unless I'm missing a couple games. But there's the individual overalls, 99 offense and defense. I'll give you one last look at the team while I outro this video. But thank you guys very much for watching. I do definitely hope you enjoyed, and I hope some people commented Uno. I think that was the word. I said that yesterday because I split this rebuild up into 2 days because I was tired last night. But yeah, here's the offense looking really good. But yeah, once again, thank you guys for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.